Hey, what is on from Worth 32 Batwinner video, and today I'm going to be doing the top 10 multiplayer maps in BO3, and this took me a while to do, and especially the editing part and the part that I had to re-switch them all. It was just a lot of mess, so if you can, please drop a like and leave the follow us on the video. Subscribe if you're new, and don't worry, we will be doing every single Sunday a new top 10. Just comment down below and tell me what top 10 or top 5 you want me to do next. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And in the number 10 spot, I have Empire. Now I know this is DLC 3's map pack version, and it is a remake of Raid from Black Ops 2. But in my opinion, I think this is a pretty good map. It's not too bad for the gameplay, like how it plays, but mainly it's because of how good it looks. Now it's hard to transform an amazing map and re-transform it into look better, but they completely did this. It looks amazing, and I think that I think this is one of the most beautiful maps in Black Ops 3, and I think people, every single time I see it pop up, most people, it either gets like 7-0 voted for, or it gets 0-7 not voted for at all, besides me. So it's either like people hate it or people love it, and it's my personal opinion, but I think this is actually a very good map, and I think it deserves I think it deserves the number 10 spot. And at the number 9 spot, I have Breach. Now, I love this map to death, and there's so many good maps on Black Ops 3 that it's hard to say like this map is not good, because it doesn't matter how much this list happens. This map is good. It's just where it got placed. I think there's 8 other good maps, but you gotta realize that I forgot, I think there's like 39 in total maps in Black Ops 3, including the DLCs. It's one of those things where good maps are gonna get put kind of low, but actually number 8 spot's not that bad out of like 39 or out of 40. So I mean, that's a pretty good spot for Breach, and I think deserved the number 9 spot. And in the number 8 spot, I have Splash. Now, I know a lot of people, don't like this map, but I know a lot of people that do. And this map is just amazing on the layout. It is based in a theme park, and I can't really remember exactly. I can't really remember where it's from, but anyways, this map is just one of those maps that really you just love, and I love the layout of it. I love how it plays. I love I love the way I like this map because of how it plays, and I can actually play it. And then the location and all around you, you want to feel like you're actually in the map, and what it's talking about. You're inside a theme park. It's just amazing how they bring it all together, and this map is amazing. And just there's not a lot of DLC maps that are actually good, in my opinion. In Black Ops 3, they didn't have the best DLC maps, and unlike Black Ops 2 where they had a lot of good ones, this one did not have as much. So you'll see more of non DLC maps, but this is one of the DLC maps that stood out to me, and I personally believe this map is up there. So yeah, that's why Splash came at the number 8 spot. And at the number 7 spot, I have Stronghold. Now Stronghold is one of my personal favorite maps. It's probably up there in the top 5 of my personal, but this is my top 10 on best maps, not just my personal how I like it. I like the snowy feature to it. I really like that feature, and not only that, I think this map really just brings me back to older Call of Duties, where it's one of those snow maps that just sticks to you, the one I can't remember what the map was called, but it reminds me of that. So, I'm not even going to try to think of what it is, but, Anyways, this map, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the layout or just the environment that tries to, of how I love this map, but I love it for mainly search. I mean, I like Dom too, but search is amazing for it, and yeah, so that's why Stronghold came in the number 7 spot. And at the number 6 spot, I have Fringe. Now, I love this map sometimes. I love this map to death, but sometimes it can be annoying, and I really personally think that this map is just, it's one of those maps that you can go back and, keep playing, and you'll never get bored of it. Now, there are some times that it really gets on my nerves, it really bugs me when in certain game modes, but it's basically just the people you play with. You can get those brekkie campers, which I don't know why people love to use brekkie on this map, but it's just a thing. And this map just puts everything all together nicely. At first, it looked like a different version of Standoff in my perspective, when I first saw it. So, even though it's clearly not, but it looks like, it kind of reminded me of another version of Standoff when this map came out. It just looked amazing. So yeah, that's why Fringe came at the number 6 spot. And at the number 5 spot, I have Knockout. Now, this is another DLC map, one of the only DLC maps I have in my top 10. But again, this map is just, it's one of those maps that you say, wow, Treyarch has outdone themselves. This is one of the most beautiful maps you will see Call of Duty make. And we used to just get in the middle of the map where the little boxing arena is or whatever. And we used to just sit there and 1v1s fist only until one person is left. And it was just so fun. This map is so fun to play on custom games. It's just so fun to play on multiplayer. So basically, Call of Duty has outdone themselves, and they have just worked on it non-stop. And this is one of the maps that you say they have completed a game. So yep, that's why Knockout came at the number 5 spot. And at the number 4 spot, I have Infection. Now, this map is one of my personal maps that I love to snipe on, love to use the M8 and Search. Search is one of my favorite game modes. Well, it is my favorite game mode to play. It's just so fun, and using the M8 and the sniper on here is just absolutely fun. I love these bigger maps. Now, in Black Ops 3, you see a lot of small maps and / bigger maps, and it really balances it out, unlike Black Ops 4 where you just see a lot of small maps. So I really like it about Black Ops 3, and it really sets the tone. So yeah, that's why I feel like I love the bigger maps better. I feel like that's why I put bigger maps on up there, because the fact is, I love bigger maps because that's who I am. I'm not a big fan of these smaller maps, unless Black Ops 3 is more doable because, I love using the VM, or not the VMP, but the XMC, CUDA, even KN. So yeah. So basically that, it's a bigger map, and that's why I like it. And I feel like, these rankings, if it's a big map, then I'm going to put it on the list. But yeah. So yeah, that's why Infection comes at the number 4 spot. And at the number 3 spot, I have Hunted. Now, I really wanted to put this map at number 2, but I just couldn't, It was just one of those things that I could not put Hunted over the 2nd spot. Even though I wanted to, it's just the 2nd spot outdid it. And y'all probably know what the number 2 and number 1 spot is. But anyways, this map is another decent sized map, and I really like it. That's one of the things. Search, Dom, Safeguard. I used to put Safeguard on here all the time. Safeguard is just amazing on this map. I really like how you see you see people go around, but mainly it's a straight on fight. You don't see people go around on this map a lot. There's a quad feed, but anyways, you see in Safeguard, you're forced to one way with it. You're forced to. That's why I like so much about Safeguard is it's not. You can sneak around, but you really have to fight straight forward most of the time, and that's why I feel like this is just a perfect map. The environment is amazing. I don't remember what it's set at, but it is just incredible. And let's just say this has been, one of the best maps. And I remember when we used to just go online and use that inside the wall glitch, and just get inside the map and just troll people with it, just kill people. It was fun. It's one of those funny times and funny moments. But yeah, that's why I put Hunted at the number 3 spot. And at the number 2 spot, y'all knew it was going to be on here. It is Nuketown. Now, a lot of people have it at the number 1 spot. As some people say, Black Ops 3's Nuketown is one of the best. And, I agree that it's up there. I'm not going to deny. I love Black Ops 3's Nuketown. In my opinion, though, it's number 3. It's in the 3rd spot. This is why. It's not that it's bad. It's higher than Black Ops 4's, but it's hard to beat Black Ops 1's Nuketown, first of all. Let's start on that. Black Ops 1's Nuketown is just too good, too classic for it. And personal, I like Black Ops 3's better than Black Ops 1, but I can't put it over it because it's the original, You can't do better than the original. And then Black Ops 2's was my personal favorite. I love Black Ops 2's Nuketown. Personally, that's my favorite. That's number 1 for me. And it's just because the Nuketown is just one of those. Since Black Ops 1, it just became a Call of Duty classic for Black Ops. And I like it, So, Nuketown is it's one of the only small maps that I like. There is one more that I do really, really like on BO3, which we'll get into that in a bit. But, anyways, basically, I loved using the XMC on here, the Olympia. But yeah, that's why Nuketown comes at the number 2 spot. And before we get into the number 1 spot, I always have 3 honorable mentions. And the first one is Aquarium. Now, this map it's not the best for me. It's number 11. And in my opinion, this map is just, it's got to be one of the best. But at the same time, it's just Black Ops 3 has such good maps that I couldn't put it in the top 10. So yeah, sorry about Aquarium. Great environment, but that's why. Second one, I got it Redwood or Redwood Snow. I personally would not have put this on the list if Redwood Snow wouldn't have came out, because I hated Redwood before Redwood Snow came out, and then Redwood Snow came out, and it just completely changed my mind about the map. It made me feel so much better, and then I come back on the original Redwood and I start to like it. I don't know what happened. It just it's one of those things. It just changed my whole entire opinion on. And in the last honorable mention, I have Micro. Now, Micro is just the best environment you could ever. You're on a picnic. You're mini. You're just in a giant amount of food. I would love to do this, and it's just one of those things you've always wanted to do, and that's why I put it in. It could not make it. And in the number 1 spot, could it be anything else? It's Combine. Some people argue that Nuketown is better than Combine. I don't agree. This is another small map. There's only a few that I like, small maps, and this is one of them. This is in the top 10 best maps of all time. 100%. And I'm not even stuttering about this. This is what I like. I like the small. I like the smallness in the map, and it makes it so good. I say I don't like small maps, but this map is just the right amount of small, and it's so small that it makes it fun when you do it. I can go play hardpoint on this, get my D13 sector, shoot it in there, and get a bunch of kills. It's just that fun. You know what I'm saying? So, basically, Combine, in my opinion, it's top 10 of all time. 100%. There's a lot of Black Ops 3 maps that are up there. Some of them ain't in the top 10, but they're close to it. I feel like 100%, if I make a top 10 video, the number one spot is going to be up there. Top 15, top 10 of all time. Black Ops 4 Contraband is up there, top 15 in my opinion. And then this is top 10 to me. I feel like this would be possibly in the top 5 just because of the way it is. There's so many good maps in Call of Duty history, and I feel like that's why it feels so good to put this at the in the top 10. That's why I'm so confident about it. So I know a lot of people say Nuketown's better, but in my opinion, Combine, it takes the number one spot. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop a like and get the 5 likes on the video. Subscribe if you're new. And again, comment down below what you want me to do my next top 10 on. It will be happening next Sunday. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.